All right. So for the final topic of the evening, we have the divisional round Saturday football games. The first one is the Rams facing off against the Packers at 4:35 p.m. Eastern time. Um, Big game. Obviously, we all know there's some question marks about defensively for the Rams, but for the finale, well, for the Saturday night football game, we have the Baltimore Ravens headed over to Buffalo, and both games, just so everybody knows, both games are expected to have cold weather. Um, the Rams versus the Packers, the weather projection is supposed to be under 30. Right now, I haven't heard anything about snow in that game, but in the Ravens versus Buffalo, that one is expected to have snow. So, with that being said, we'll start off with the Rams versus the Packers. And we'll go ahead and let Trey kick it off. Give us your prediction, your take on who you think is going to win in this one.
So I underestimated the Rams, I guess, simply because of the fact that Goff was not supposed to play, more or less. Obviously, he had to play. Jamal Adams injured Walford.
Yeah.
Yeah, he injured him, neck injury, got taken out of game. Goff came in there, just had thumb surgery, and I mean, he did enough to win the game, is what I could say. Um, Aaron Donald's a question mark, as you said, on the
Yeah,
defense.
rib injury.
That's probably the key thing to me on this one.
Um, Real quick, just to give you an update. Jared Goff had a full participation today at practice. Um, still got some time to go before game day to really say like if he's 100% or whatnot. But based off the images that we've seen during the game, that thumb looked a little more jacked up compared to the other one. Aaron Donalds, he was limited, rib injury, it's a rib contusion from what I read. And I didn't get too much about Cooper Cup, but Cooper Cup has a knee injury. So just wanted to state that real quick.
Hmm.
So for me though, if I can get if I can get Aaron Donald, if Goff can at least throw the ball, I like the Rams' chances honestly, because as we've seen Ramsey do all year against Pro Bowl caliber receivers, it ain't it ain't went too good for those receivers all year. So I feel like he takes away Devontae Adams. I don't trust really any of their other receivers to hurt you that much. Now
That
I know Scantling has
Atlanta.
led the league in like big big play receptions or whatever, but
Very limited.
yeah,
Very
but at the
limited.
same time though, if you're only counting on him, let's say saying Devontae Adams is taken away, if you're only counting on Scantling, I don't know. But due to the injuries, though, I am gonna go, I guess, with what would be the quote unquote safe choice and take Green Bay, especially being at home, being at Lambeau. It's gonna be hard for anybody, I think, to go into Lambeau and beat them. But at the same time, as me and Vic have stated off off air before, I think teams that are more physical with Green Bay, I do believe Green Bay is soft. I think if you can out physical Green Bay, you can break their will and you have a chance at that point. Again, Aaron Donald playing or not playing is going to contribute and be a key factor into the Rams' success. So, but I'm gonna, like I said, taking a safe pick. I'm gonna take Green Bay, but it would not shock me if the Rams upset them. Definitely would not be shocked.
Mhm.
All right. Spence.
I'm picking Green Bay because of like Trey said, if Aaron's not playing, um, it's not looking good for the Rams. Now, Rams is going to do everything he can to lock up Adams. That's given. But if is Aaron Jones in?
As far as I've heard, I haven't heard any reports saying that he's injured or
Not
anything
playing.
like that.
Okay. So it should be, if that's the case, then the running game is going to be a little bit more infused, I believe. Um, it's cold weather, and especially with your hands, it started to get. Of course, when you throw it, it has to get warmed up. If your hand is already injured for golf and you already leaving, like, you only had 39 like turnovers and your hand was good. So now your hand is kind of messed up, especially if it's your throwing hand too. Eh, eh, I don't know. I just feel like golf is the defense for the Rams is going to do everything possible. It's just that the offense for the Rams is probably going to be the one that's going to unquote throw away the game. So I'm doing the safe pick. I'm picking Green Bay. If the Rams come out and win somehow, congrats, Sean. You made it to the NFC Championship. But I'm picking Green Bay on this one.
Okay. Well, I will have to be the lone wolf on this one. I am going with the Los Angeles Rams. My reason is um, depending on the game plan, but what I feel like the Rams will be doing, just as a precautionary reason. Again, I don't know if Walford will be playing or not with that neck injury that he
Yeah.
sustained. Um, Probably not, but if there is, whether it's him or Jared Goff, I think the key to success is not who's throwing the ball, it's who's running the rock. Cam Akers is going to be the reason why the Rams will win this game. Um, I think if Sean McVay limits the passing attack to, I would say probably 20, maybe 25 at most passing attempts, I think that would probably be more in the favor of the Rams in terms of their success. Um, so I think it's going to be a heavy game. Um, the volume is going to be heavy for Cam Akers. It's going to be cold. Me and Trey have already stated, we both feel like the Packers defense is soft,
You get physical, right?
especially in that interior. So I feel like, with the motions and the jet sweeps and all that stuff that the Rams do effectively is going to allow Cam Akers and others to help out with the rushing attack. So I'm going with the Rams on this one to win the game, and I believe that the Rams will win by at least 10.
Okay.
And defensively, Aaron Donald, I'm sure he's going to play. From the reports I read, how much impact he's going to have, not really too sure. But the Rams defense is number one for a reason. So I'm putting respect on their name. Hey, Jalen Ramsey is going to be on Devontae Adams.
Of course.
Those other Packers receivers, I don't really trust them like that. And again, they're number one for a reason.
Reynolds?
Huh?
You don't trust Josh Reynolds?
Hey.
The GOAT?
So that's
MVS, man. He played down here, bro.
Hey, I don't play that Homer stuff.
Wow.
Whoa. Who's your picks to go to the Super Bowl again?
I mean, right now, so far, it's looking good. Ravens versus Bucks, looking good.
I mean, they could both still lose this week.
I mean, hold up now, because because according to your prediction, somebody went 0 for 3
Oh for
against a
2.
certain team that you're right. I'm just saying in the future. 0 for 2.
Oh. So we got
Over
a future prediction right here.
0 for 2.
Hey, we was 0 for 2. The Ravens were 0 for 2 against the Tennessee Titans. What happened?
Y'all won. But Bucks is 0 for 2 against Saints. So y'all better hope y'all win.
Hey,
Anyways, moving on.
hey, big trust, as they say in Baltimore.
That's for another show though.
Yeah.
So, moving
Anyway,
on.
yeah. So on to the big trust. Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. Over in Buffalo, there is again snow. It's supposed to come. That's supposed to be under 30 degrees in that game, from what I read upon. Yeah, go ahead and go with you, Spence, this time.
Me? Well,
Yeah.
simple. I'm picking Buffalo.
Cool.
I'm picking
Cool.
Buffalo.
Cool.
Not even personal vendetta. I just feel like now they finally, I think, even though the Colts win was very close that we thought it should not have been, I think that they have, with Diggs, I think they have actually, gonna get momentum going. Of course, it's their first one. Hey, first jitters. Hey, we gotta win. It's our first one. We gotta, you know, try to play it cool on this one. So they're gonna play more, I guess, smart than more of hard, like driving. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just like, oh yeah, let's just throw it deep. They're gonna play more smarter. Hey, let's try to work with the offense, get what the defense gives us. Let's not do anything crazy and everything. The running attack is going to be a very, very. It's going to be the weakness for the Bills. I'm not going to lie about that. But
Yeah.
I feel like that they should able to compensate from that. So I'm picking the Bills on this one.
Okay. Well, I'm Trey. You can hold off real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and go on this man right now. So again, just the weather report: 32 degrees.
Yeah.
Wind is supposed to be 11 miles per hour.
Right.
No showers.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
as you stated, Bills they struggled all season long with running the ball. Obviously, Josh Allen is their best rushing option, which
sounds familiar, right?
He's legit.
Sounds familiar, right? Though best running option, quarterback, right?
He's legit,
right? Right? Yeah. No. Answer the question, but right?
This game is going to be dictated on the ground.
He's not answering the question. He's not answering the question, Trey. He's not answering the question. Answer the question. Answer the question first. I'm gonna let you have it. Let me answer this question first. I'm gonna let you have it. I asked. I'm gonna say, hey, you said their running attack is suspect as their quarterback's running it. Don't that sound familiar, Vic? Don't you have a quarterback that's leading y'all to that?
Our rushing suspect.
But ain't your quarterback the leading rusher of your team?
Hey, I never said there was anything wrong with it.
You were about to say something wrong with it. You about to say something wrong with the Bills.
I mean, it's gonna be a hard time for them to run the ball. I mean, it's gonna be a hard time for them to pass the ball, is what I'm trying to say, because of the wind. The wind miles per hour, 11 miles per hour. The rushing attack, I mean, we seen what they did against King Henry, who was supposed to go for over 200 probably. But regardless, defensively for the Buffalo Bills, we all know how you beat the Buffalo Bills is running the ball on them. If you hadn't seen, I'm pretty sure Cleveland Browns ran all over them. Oh, the Indianapolis Colts. What was it? I forgot what week that was, but they beat them pretty good. No, I don't think it was the Indianapolis Colts. It was probably the Cleveland Browns. Oh yeah, it was the Browns versus the Bills, and I think all of us picked the Bills to win that game, and the Browns upsetted us. Well, upset the whole world, to say, just like they did this past weekend. But my whole point is, Spence, I feel like these Buffalo Bills got you shook since you know how they did y'all week 17. Because
You don't got. Listen, let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase this real quick, because this. Let me rephrase this real quick. Ain't nothing get shook by an earthquake over here, okay? And we're in Florida, so we don't get earthquakes. So nothing's getting shook.
There was one that week. Actually, that was in Buffalo, wasn't it?
Was
You
it? I
remember?
don't know.
You talk about
Yeah.
when Lamar shook Lawson.
No, I'm talking about when Buffalo played against the Miami Dolphins week 17. Wasn't that Miami?
No,
Well, nah,
yeah,
yeah, I
No, that
think
was in Buffalo.
that was in Buffalo.
I was in
Oh
Buffalo.
well. Yeah, there was definitely an earthquake over there. Stampede.
And just
But
like and just like birds, they're finna get cooked. Now, moving on.
well, anyways, like I said, I got the Ravens winning this one, and
I'll be surprised if he didn't.
I like them to win by at least
Here comes a crazy number.
10. Oh, 10's a lucky number, I guess, this week for Saturday.
Yeah, because you got Rams by 10 and them by 10. So, all right.
All right.
Trey.
So I just want to say I want to see the Bills win the Super Bowl now, just because Josh Allen told Bills Mafia that.
Oh yeah. If he wins, he's jumping through a table. Oh man, we're getting Edge and Mick Foley again. All right.
He's gonna set some tables on fire and jump through the table.
Bang bang. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, they'll hold them to that for sure, because
I want to see it.
That's their rituals.
I want to see it.
Nah, but
gotta do an elbow drop too.
I'm curious to see how Lamar is gonna do in the conditions as
cold weather
what happened in that New England game.
Cold weather.
Granted, that was
a whole different story.
Rain.
Cold weather. Rain. Cold weather.
Snow. I'm not. So now in Buffalo,
gets kind of slippery out there. Just saying. Just saying.
As far as the more balanced team right now, it is Baltimore. Yeah, the Bills can't run the ball.
That's true.
And yeah, in the playoffs, you have to be able to run the ball. Now, I mean, Josh Allen can run the ball. Probably not as good as Lamar, but just about as good as Lamar. Like he can definitely make plays with his legs. You have to account for that. Passing wise, I'd take Allen over Lamar, but again, in these conditions, I'm not sure how much you're going to necessarily be. So that being said, I'm taking Baltimore because they do have the ability to run the ball, as you've seen with Dobbins, and they got that big boy Gus Edwards you can hand the ball off to. Obviously, Lamar himself can run the ball. I'm not sure if they're gonna activate Ingram this game. I know they didn't last week, which they said was due to the fact that he's the only one that doesn't play special teams. So kind of, you kind of miss out in that instance because all the other running backs, they play special teams. So I'd rather take the guy who does more than one thing versus, and this kind of just looks like they're phasing Mark Ingram out anyways, as it seems. It's just
pretty much.
Yeah, he's done over there.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Yeah, he might go somewhere else and get like a little veteran deal somewhere, maybe. Go maybe to a contender or something. But yeah, I think he's done in Baltimore now. Dobbins is the future, and I mean this is a good. Even though they're a different type of, like, he's a bigger back, he's a good like spell, I guess.
He's a little shifty too, but he's more of a power back, a little bruiser.
But yeah, I'm taking Baltimore, and I'm mad that it flipped though, because honestly, I think Cleveland would have beat the Bills, honestly too.
Rushing attack.
But I think
definitely.
I think KC would have beat Baltimore. So crazy enough, you would have had an AFC championship with the Browns and the Chiefs. But how things stand now, it switched. So looks like I'm thinking you're gonna get your kryptonite in the
At
title
the
game.
AFC Championship.
And we'll get there when we get there, but
Yeah.
I'm not
Ah.
Anything is possible.
okay, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin.
That was all the Cleveland fans on Sunday night.
Eh, Listen, no matter what happens with the Cleveland, whatever happens, they're gonna put a statue of Baker. I just want to let y'all know that.
I mean,
They're gonna put a
for a
statue.
playoff game over
me-
a wild card game,
Listen,
no.
a wild card game.
No.
okay, maybe
know
not
it's been
that,
20
but
years,
but
but let's
AFC, if he gets into the AFC Championship, they're gonna put a statue of that man. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nah.
No. You got to get a Super Bowl to get that kind of accolade.
That would be crazy though. Just saying.
But
I mean, the Eagles did it with Nick Foles, but he won a Super Bowl. It's different.
to me, though, for the Browns, like, regardless at this point, like, I would feel, if I was a Cleveland Brown fan, I'd feel pretty good. Anything more that we can get each round that we can advance,
I'm taking it.
each round that they can advance, they're more than happy. The fact that they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably the best moment in their
Their
history.
lives.
And I would feel great just going into the next season knowing that, hey, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers back to back and when it counted the most. So, I mean, even if they lose against KC, it's nothing to hang your hat about. I would definitely be proud and happy going into the next season, knowing, of the possibilities, and especially, like we talked about, Odell potentially trading him, getting some assets and going from there. Who knows? So
Let's play playing devil's advocate though, real quick.
Devil's advocate.
I like to do that sometimes. So I know it's like, even though we'll talk about this more on the next show, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Everybody, I think, expects the Chiefs are going to win, rightfully so.
Well, according to this person down here, he don't got them in the Super Bowl, so he's not he don't got them winning.
No, I'm talking about next week. I'm talking about versus the Browns.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I ain't saying nothing yet. I'm holding my pick to my chest.
Yeah, but anyways, though,
Stay tuned.
The Browns have the formula, I'll say, for KC is what I would say. It's about the execution though, but they have the right formula to beat KC. I would say that much. And just looking at how the brackets are now, if the Browns were to upset KC, again, just playing devil advocate here, they could more or less go into the AFC Championship and beat their other big brother, because we've seen how that last game went. They know.
So wait, hold up. So you're telling me the person that y'all two in y'all division make fun of all the time is going to beat y'all and go to the Super Bowl?
Nah.
I'm playing devil. I said I'm playing.
Right. We're playing devil's advocate, but
they do. They have the playoff formula. They have the right formula. They have.
Right. Hang on.
Play defense.
Right. Hang on, Trey. Vick, you will be sick to your stomach.
That will
be sick to your stomach.
Honestly,
that would honestly
be sick
worse.
to your stomach.
I'm sorry, that would honestly be worse.
You will be sick to your stomach.
Honestly, I would be more sick to my stomach losing to the Saints tomorrow, Sunday, than the Ravens losing to the Browns.
Really?
Just because,
that's favored though. Like,
that's favored.
The Bucks are underdogs in the game.
I mean, they're underdogs, yeah, but that's like I told y'all, like, if it's Ravens versus the Bucks, I'm going for the Bucks all day. Like, Bucks is my team.
I mean, I feel that, but yeah, nah.
I mean, it was still suck
to say Browns Super Bowl. That would be
In Tampa?
It would suck. It would suck, but it wouldn't hurt as badly as Ravens.
Listen, listen.
I,
If
Decision.
the
I think I could say in this, I think the Browns right now are probably the most balanced team that's left in the playoffs. Being realistic,
I don't know because I feel like they're more heavily run oriented, like the Ravens are. I mean, they can pass the ball, but I don't know. It all depends on what Baker you
we'll
get sometimes.
we'll get there Sunday when we get there. We
I'm
have to
just saying
see.
though, because like we talked about the Bills, they can't really run the ball that good.
Yeah, they can.
True.
And then some of the other teams, it's like I question them on defense. If they can run, it's like I question their defense. So it's like I don't know. We'll see though. But spoiler alert, I'm picking KC. So there's that for next show. But I'm just saying, I was just playing devil's advocate that they
Of
do have a
course.
formula though.
They do.
Because if again, if
Especially
they
if
were
they
to
get a
get
lead.
exactly if they were to get a lead and limit Baker's possessions, that's where it gets different.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Or yeah, Patrick Mahomes, yeah, you limit his possessions, it gets different. At the
Drain the
same
Mhm.
time,
clock.
though, there's not like an amount of time for Mahomes though. Like,
Yeah, he don't need much.
yeah, if he
He
gets
he
the ball
he just,
though, he can
to be
score.
honest, he just need 30 seconds. We seen that against the Raiders. He just need 30 seconds.
Mhm.
That's all he really needs. He just if I get 30 seconds, I can get a touchdown.
But the Browns, they also have on defense, they have some pieces. Miles Garrett, and I don't know what's going on with Olivia Vernon, but is he supposed to be coming back? I
I
have to.
mean, I
I
know
don't
he
know.
missed. I know he got hurt week 17 versus us. He didn't play in
Right.
wild card, but I don't know how
I don't
serious
know.
the injury was.
Yeah,
I don't know if he because I mean they're not supposed to still be in the playoffs right now, so I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, I have to look onto the reports about that, but I know they're getting some key pieces in that secondary back too. So against KC, so it should be interesting.
Yeah.
But um, that being said, anybody else have any shout outs or anything they want to say?
This is gonna be interesting to see where Watson goes. I'm just I'm,
I
I'm
think it's
glued.
going to be an
I'm
interesting
glued.
off
I'm
season
glued.
altogether. I think the last couple of years is free agency for the NFL has gotten more exciting. I would say,
I will agree with you.
like when we were younger, it's like you have a couple little
Here and there, here
here
and
and there,
there.
Yeah,
nothing too drastic, but the
This
past
one's
result.
drastic.
years has been like, oh,
Yeah,
I mean, Tom
yeah.
Brady's on the Bucks right now. Like, let's be real. Who would have ever thought? Whoever thought he would have left to begin with? But you know what I'm saying? Like the way things change now, it's crazy. That trade a couple years ago with Odell going to the Browns to begin with from the Giants. So it's just like
Here we are. But
I feel like
I'm
this will be another crazy off season.
off
It'll
season.
probably be headlined with Watson. That probably will be the biggest domino. But I feel like there's about 8 other QBs that are potentially gonna be shuffled. I'm not so sure that the Jets take Fields, honestly. They can go ahead and take that offensive tackle, Sewell, and say that Darnold's the guy and
yeah,
just put something around him because Gase has never put anything around him.
yeah,
That's what I can say. So I don't know what Darnold can look like if he has help because we haven't seen that.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, it all depends on who they bring in. Just like with the Houston Texans, it all depends on who they bring in. I mean, they're talking about Eric the Enemy is supposed to be interviewing for the Texans job, but I don't know. Well, it's a lot of questions that have to be answered before we can really get a deeper dive into to who they should draft and whatnot. But head coaching vacancies right now, I want to see who gets signed, who becomes the head coach of who, what team, and then I can really give
Well, yeah. Head coach is gonna start the domino effect of
Yeah,
who gets traded where or who they sign, and yeah. Oh, I
yeah,
mean, we got to shout out Bama though, don't
yeah.
we? You have to shout out Bama.
I
Uh,
agree.
that game, kind of. I feel like Ohio State they got up for that for Clemson. They put all their effort in for that Clemson game. They got up for that, and it kind of showed last night.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then plus, that Ohio State has some injuries. Even with that one player, number 8 for Ohio State,
Yeah,
uh, got injured first play of the game, and you know, obviously they hurt them, but I don't think it would have made that much of a big difference. But it would, still.
yeah. I mean, Smith was just on a tear. Harris was on a tear.
Yeah,
It just wasn't nothing you was gonna be able to do. Waddle, I don't think he should have tried to play, but I get it.
yeah,
You can't tell a grown man not to play as the national championship. So, I mean, I understand. Good
uh,
thing he didn't. I guess. I mean, it became a blowout, so he didn't have to play as much. So,
yeah.
I don't think he aggravated anything further. So, I still think he goes. He probably a late first round pick. I think when healthy, he probably run like a 4.3 or something crazy like that,
Yeah.
even after the injury.
Um, well, real quick, I just want to say shout out to all the upcoming Miami college players that are in high school right now. Please stop going to Alabama. Please stop going. Come down south. Come back to the U where y'all belong, man. Like, let's stop the madness. Come back to the U. Let the U be great again. All right. So that's all I gotta
let the
say.
U be great. Let the U be great, man. Let the U be great.
Let the U be great. That's it.
I mean, you got to recruit Florida, man. All these schools do it though. All
All the
them big schools, Clemson,
Oh,
all them, they coming down to Florida, bro, and taking
all the
right
talent.
from our backyard, Fort Lauderdale. Oh my God, like that's crazy.
That whole
I
second.
It never used to be like that. Like people
it
wanted to
never.
home. So I don't know what Miami has to do to get back to that and start.
But
Yeah.
so,
Valid.
but in some people's defense, some people had to leave home because man, they just it's trouble. Sometimes I just gotta leave.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I get that part too, but I don't think. I mean, that probably plays a factor into it, but I think the sanctions over the years and everything like that, that hurt.
right,
That
I
hurt.
got you. I got you.
Ed
We've never
Reed.
recovered from that.
Ed Reed, become the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, please. That'll work.
Who?
That'll do it. Ed Reed,
Ed Reed.
that'll change it.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
But
But all
with
right.
that being said, you know how this part goes. You don't have to agree. You can disagree, but at the end of the day, all takes are valid. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
y'all.